What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be recapping the Winnipeg Jets versus the Minnesota Wild game. As you know, this is game number 22 on the year for your Winnipeg Jets. They are still leading the league in wins and points. They're coming into this game with 34 against Minnesota's 30, only 4 points up on the Wild. They are creeping up on them. Will the Jets be able to hold them at bay once again? They already won one meeting 2-1 in overtime this season, Kyle Connor scoring that winner. How would the Jets fare against the Wild now? This is a very fast team. Kirill Kaprizov is in the lineup, and Dylan Samberg is not, with a broken foot. So Ville Heinola makes his season debut and his first NHL game in nearly 2 years. Out of the gate, the Jets looked really slow. The Wild were pushing the pace and they were going at them, throwing everything to the net, and off a rebound, Middleton is actually going to bury one here for the Minnesota Wild, and it's already 1-0, 8:37 into this game. Not what the Jets wanted at all, and the Wild deservingly up 1-0 early here. But then the Jets respond with their best shift of the game as the fourth line goes to work. Great forecheck here from Kupari, throws it in front to Iafallo, and the backhander. Top corner, Alex Iafallo scoring his first 5-on-5 goal of the year, his third of the year, and the Jets tie this one up. That was pretty cool, man. Shout out to Rasmus Kupari. Without that, I don't really know if there was a positive outside of Connor Hellebuyck in that first period. It was really rough, but shout out to Kupari making that happen, and Iafallo for the finish. Jets tie it up. But again, this was the Hellebuyck show. Dylan DeMello gets, deked out of his jockstrap here. Hartman makes a beautiful play to throw it in front, and Hellebuyck sticks out the pad to make the save. But I reiterate again, I don't know where this franchise would be without number 37. The Vezina favorite right now, and you see why there. Connor Hellebuyck had himself a first period, making 21 of 22 stops. You heard that right. That was only in the first period. The Jets are extremely lucky to go into the second period tied at 1 and hoping to have a bounce back. The first half of the second period, it was more of the same from the Wild. Downhill, going to work, and shooting everything at the net. But again, Connor Hellebuyck standing on his head and keeping the Jets in this one. 12:05 into the second period, 34-13 are the shots. But here come the Jets. Mesnikov curls, gives it off to Pionk, makes a beautiful feed over to Niederreiter, and we've got another backhand goal, ladies and gentlemen. Nino Niederreiter, the former Minnesota Wild, in his revenge game, scoring and putting the Jets up 2-1. And from there, the Jets kind of started to find their footing. They had a really good end to the second period. They started to lock it down, started to get more shots on goal, and started to limit what, the Wild could really do. That momentum would carry on into the third as the Jets didn't let Minnesota Wild get a shot on goal for the first 11 minutes of the period, and they got rewarded as they were pushing offense. Pionk would take a shot here on the power play, and it would get tipped home by Alex Iafallo. His second of the game, one even strength. This one on the power play, assist to Cole Perfetti and Neil Pionk. This one is now 3-1 Winnipeg, now down 2, the Wild are pushing, goaltender pulled, but it's going to be Adam Lowry throwing it down the other way with just over a minute left into the empty net, and the Jets are going to walk out of St. Paul, Minnesota with a 4-1 victory over the Wild. What a game from Connor Hellebuyck. We'll talk about him more in just a second here, but 4-1 win. Jets have not lost to the Minnesota Wild in their last 7 meetings. That's pretty cool. This rivalry is heating up. This was a rough one. Couldn't really capture it in this video, but those teams do not like each other. Specifically, Neil Pionk. He was involved in a lot today, but this wouldn't have happened without the man in goal, Connor Hellebuyck. I can't stress that enough. Stopping 43 of 44 shots. The man was incredible today. I was worried about the Jets' defense, as Dylan Samberg has been, arguably their second best defender this season. He's been so good, and without him, against a really good, fast, and, offensively talented Minnesota Wild team, I didn't know how this Jets team would do, especially with Ville Heinola only playing, his third pro hockey game of the year. Played, 2 games with the Moose on a conditioning stint, but, hasn't played in the NHL in nearly 2 years. How would he do? And I love how he played today. He looked really damn good moving the puck. He was a little bit shaky, a little bit, unsure in the beginning, and that's to be expected, as, this is one of the fastest teams in the league that they're playing, one of the most offensively, aggressive teams, and I thought he held his own great, especially at the end of the game. He had some shifts where, he was just being a pest. And a lot of people don't seem to realize that Heinola is a mean dude out there. Like, he's not afraid to mix it up. And, you know, you see him out there slashing, whacking, getting in the corners. This is exactly what the Jets needed. And this is much better than I even thought that he was going to do today. And if he plays that well, if he keeps being a positive, you know, against a team like Minnesota, just imagine what he's going to do against some other teams once he settles down here. I think he's going to be really good, and I think he's coming back at just the right time for the Jets because, you know, they sorely do miss Dylan Sandberg, but with Ville Heinola coming in, I thought he looked really good, and, his puck-moving ability is something the Jets needed actually pretty badly, in my opinion, so have a game, Ville. Welcome back. But it's that time for the big ol' Shining Star Award. I've already talked about him for like half the video. Really no surprise here. Connor Hellebuyck, congratulations. You're the big ol' shining star of the game. 43 of 44 saves on the night, having a banner year this year. Could he win back-to-back Vezinas? Very possible. He's looking for number 3. And, it's very possible with Connor Hellebuyck in net. He's been a monster this season, and he continues rolling, as does this Jets team, going 18-4-0 on the season. Upcoming for the Jets, they will continue their gauntlet of a road trip as they'll go play the LA Kings on Wednesday, and then they'll go on Friday to play the Vegas Golden Knights. 2 more tough teams there, and it doesn't get easier as they'll play the Dallas Stars on Sunday as we head into the month of December. But that's all I got today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. What did you guys think about this game? It was really, kind of scary through the first half, but the Jets were able to come back to form in the second half of the game, and I thought they locked it down really nicely there in the third. But yeah, let me know down below what you thought about the game. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Jets, go! Bye-bye.